Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's video, I'm going to be reviewing a Sequoia SR5, aka the entry-level affordable Sequoia. Before we get in this video, I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to the Larry Miller Toyota here in Murray, Utah for giving me some time with this Sequoia. I'm going to include a link to their website in the description down below so you can check out what they have currently. And then on a side note, if you want to save time and money the next time you purchase a car, link to my car buying guide in the description down below. Let's get into it. Under the hood, we have a twin-turbo 3.4-liter V6 that is paired to a hybrid system and a 10-speed automatic transmission. Fuel economy is 19 around town, and then 22 on the highway, with power outputs being 437 horsepower and then 583 pound-feet of torque, and this is the only powertrain available with the Sequoia. Now, before we move forward with this review, I do want to mention, if you want to see more videos just like this, then I recommend you subscribe because I post content every single day. So starting with the hood, you can see how it's raised there on either side. I think that's a really cool design of the Sequoia. And then notice how the headlights are kind of darker down below. Then you have the little turn signal indicator built in, which is another cool kind of feature. The grille's all blacked out with the Sequoia and much more reasonably sized compared to what you have with the Tundra. And then we have the blue on the Toyota logo to signify this is a hybrid. Fog lights here at the bottom, and then with this SR5 you actually get an air dam there at the very bottom, which is supposed to help out with aerodynamic efficiency. Obviously that's not going to help out with ground clearance, but again, this is the on-road Sequoia. And putting it all together, I think the contrast between the white and the darker elements looks pretty dang sharp on this. Now around the side here, our tire wheel setup is 265/70, 18 on the front and over in the rear. And you can see here with the wheels, silver in coloration. You also have silver on the brake caliper as well. We've got this big chunky fender flare iForce Max badge here to let you know it's got the hybrid. And then you have a splash guard. You also have these fixed side steps with the Sequoia as well. And then you notice that the mirror, how it's blacked out here at the bottom. And then you got the pillar there, it's blacked out. And then same thing on the door handles. And we do have a little bit of chrome trim. And then here's your full side view with the Sequoia. This is where you guys can see those sharp lines in the front and in the back that I think add to the kind of muscular look. Now quickly underneath, we do have a spare tire, and then you can't really see it, but this does have a solid rear axle. And then take a look at the key fob. We have our lock and unlock function. We got the opening here for the hatch with the Toyota logo there, and it's got a pretty chunky design. And then popping into the rear, you can see that we have the little Sequoia cover here on this. I think this is hilarious that they actually have this carpeted piece that's cut out to this. I bet this is like the most expensive rear cargo carpet piece in terms of like the square footage amount in the car industry. That's just my guess because of the shape and everything. Anyways, with the seats, you can raise and lower them with the third row, and we'll actually pop them down. Forgot you have to hold it down. So you guys can see what the storage looks like with the third row folded down. And it's actually pretty seamless in terms of the going down action. Now obviously I can fold this out so I have kind of like flat across, but you can see the storage down below, and then you can you see store things on top of the seats as well. And let's see if I can get it to... No, they want you to hold it. Oh, I guess you have to hold it for a second. I forgot. I haven't reviewed one of these in a minute, but it seems like they go up faster than they pop down. Interesting. And now that we're all done, just press that and that will lower the hatch right back down. It also has the kick feature as well. And then I'm a huge fan of the Sequoia's taillight design here. I think that looks really sharp. And then this is to just pop the window so you can access that. It's a nice feature to have. And then again, blue on the hybrid badge, Sequoia down below. And then you guys can see here with the parking sensors. And then you got the singular exhaust tip there. But putting it all together, let me guys think about the looks here on the SR5. I think, again, for a quote-unquote baseline, I think it looks really sharp. And then I like the roof rack. That's pretty cool. And then take a look at the door panel. You guys can see that it's kind of like harder touch material at the top, but then soft touch where you're going to rest your arm. And then we got this chunky door handle. More storage down below. And then again, got the side step. And then here are the seats, perforated all down the center. Got that cool design on them. Now, legroom in the second row is great. We also have a little storage pocket. We got some cup holders, vents, we have our own climate zone, some charging ports there as well. And these seats, by the way, they're comfortable. You can see the little driveline hump here in the center there for the middle passenger, which, look at this, we have a, if I can get it out, cup holder armrest. And then headroom back here, it's good. Now getting to the third row is actually pretty easy. So you just pull this latch and the seat does like a front flip, or a seat's version of a front flip. You can see the floor here, and then notice how it raises up here. So basically the whole point is use this step and then that step right there. So this, sorry, this step, and then you can see you've got like a series of kind of like steps here that you can climb up, and then that's supposed to be the access to the third row. And again, actually maybe this is the most expensive carpeting per square foot, because look how crazy the shape is on that. With the seats, they don't have that same cool kind of design down the center, but I mean, they still have the same material. It's gonna be easy to clean. You've got USB ports back here. We've got some cup holders as well, and you've got this for the seat to lower it down. That's for the back seat, again, with that being automatic. Headroom back there, it is kind of cramped because, again, the floor is higher, so you're kind of pushed up a little bit higher, and then legroom, again, you're pushed up a little bit higher. So I would reserve the third row in the Sequoia for kids. Pretty typical, though, of most SUVs. And putting this back, pretty easy. Now taking a look at the front door panel, again, soft touch here. You can see the Toyota logo right there, and then more soft touch down below. All of our window controls, mirror adjustments, the mirrors do power fold in. We also have blind spot monitoring with the mirrors. And if you're wondering on payload, 1,420 pounds, that's impressive. And then with the front seat, again, same cool design, power adjustments on the side. And then you guys can see here with the light, get your gas cap release, which is important, heat steering wheel function as well, turn the outlet. And the steering wheel itself is manually adjustable, and then you got nice soft touch trim right there. Now taking a look at the steering wheel, really nice trim here all around. Notice that's like perforated on the sides. You do have practical controls on the front, like your adaptive cruise control, your lane keep assist, volume and voice command controls, controls for the center in general. And then you have your stocks here on the back. And then taking a look at the gauge cluster, fully digital here, and we can see different bits of information in the gauge cluster as well on the vehicle. And then this only has a tow haul mode, which will pop up right there with that little green icon. And then we've got a normal, eco, and sport mode. No off-road modes with the SR5, because again, this is like the on-road Sequoia. And then we do have a 360 camera system here with this, so trajectory and turn with the steering wheel for the back camera. You've got that bird's eye view and really good resolution with the camera. You can see out of a bunch of different angles. So I think they did a really good job, and the screen's massive, so the actual camera viewpoint is also very large. And then as for the rest of the infotainment system, short cut bar here on the side, I'd say it responds pretty quick overall. I mean, easy enough to use. And then you can see again, it's got kind of like harder touch trim here on the dash, but again, easy to clean. Got a little 12 volt there at the top too. And then we do have dual zone climate with the SR5. We got the rear climate as well, so tri-zone technically. Heated seats up front. Again, you got heated steering wheel. That button was on another place. We've got this for the camera to pop it on, stability control, hazard lights, and some blink switches here with this one. And you can see with the auto hold there, and then the parking brake, and then shifter I think is pretty cool. It has a very substantial feel to it. Got a traditional 2-speed transfer case, nothing too fancy. Got your drive mode select with your tow haul mode as well. And then you guys can see the little kind of storage area right here. And we got some cup holders. I like this trim. I think this is pretty sharp looking. And then we have the center console from the Tundra, so this is like your window into it. And then we have this kind of compartment on top. Nice armrests. And then good storage overall. Got some USBs inside, coin holders, all of that. And then more soft touch trim here on the dash, and then that looks nice how it kind of connects across. Pretty big with the glove box. Just a traditional rear view mirror in this. And then we've got some controls up here. So we've got the sunroof, which is a nice feature. And then you can see you can open up the hatch, and then you got the controls for the sunroof there as well. And I almost missed it, but we do have trailer brake controls with the Sequoia as well. Again, this is a tow vehicle. Now here's a quick look at our window sticker. You can see all the standard equipment with this. There's your base MSRP, $64,275, and this one is the SR5 premium package, and heated steering wheel and all that. Total MSRP after destination and everything, $69,705 or $703. I don't know where I got the 5 from. Anyways, let me guys think about the Sequoia SR5. Do you think this Sequoia package is worth it? In my, personal take here, I guess before I just wrap things up with the video, I think that either this or the Tier D Pro or the package is getting the Sequoia, and hear me out on this. Don't get me wrong, like the capstone is really cool, the Platinum Sequoia is really cool, but in my opinion, with what the Sequoia offers in terms of the kind of like off-roady type architecture and everything, body on frame, solid rear axle and everything, if you're going to spend more money, you might as well get the off-road package. But then if you're not interested in off-roading, I think that spending, you know, $10,000 less than what a Tier D Pro costs and getting, it's more than $10,000 less than what a Tier D Pro costs, and getting this just makes more sense because it has enough features. Like, this is luxurious enough. But let me know what you think.